It's a little tiny bit chilly today, this morning. It's 56, and which by itself, 56 is fine at 45, 55 miles an hour. That's a little brisk. So I'm going to be a little bit chilly on this ride, but it's going to be 85 today, so get over it, right? I have some tips and tricks. For staying cool this summer and every summer. Last summer, this summer, next summer, the summer after. If you live somewhere that gets ridiculously hot, or you live somewhere that's normally pretty chill, like temperate, like here in Oregon, but we're having like 100-degree days, and you either don't have air conditioner, or it's broken, or whatever, what can you do to stay cool? So there's a couple different things you can do. Assuming you have electricity, obviously fans. Now, the more air you move around, the more air that moves around you while you're sweating, the more heat your body can dissipate. So, now obviously assuming that the surrounding air is cooler than 98 degrees. So that's where it gets kind of weird. It can still help you if it's over 98 degrees, just at a really, it's not going to be nearly as effective. Because it's not the water, or I'm sorry, it's not the sweat itself or water that's keeping you cool. It's the evaporative action. It's when that water, that moisture on your body evaporates. That is what extracts the heat from you. So when a liquid turns into a vapor, that's evaporation, right? And when it does, it requires energy to do that. That energy comes from your body heat. So you're giving your body heat to that liquid, to that moisture, and that in turn evaporates it, right? So there's this weird, like, it wicks it away. It's really strange. It's pretty cool. Now, what can you do on top of fans? Well, you need to hydrate. Hydrate. You should be doing that all the time anyway. Hydrate or die. So that way, your body has plenty of resources to keep your fluids inside your body moving around, and will have plenty to sweat out. Now, at a certain point, you can stop sweating. Like with heat stroke, you can stop sweating, and then you're just cooking. You're cooking. So it's important to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Also, keep your electrolyte level up. Do that by, I mean, I'm not a big fan of like sports drinks, but you know, throw back a Gatorade. Hi, dogs. Throw back a Gatorade, or 2 or 3. You know, I prefer the sugar-free, but that has some electrolyte. It's important to watch your sodium intake during the summer. It should, I would imagine, if you are either, you know, in a super hot climate, like I said, with no AC, or if you're working out in the sun, or if you're exercising a lot, you should up your sodium intake. By how much? I'm not sure, but you know, enough. Eventually, you know, your body knows. It'll know. So hydrate, consume your sodium and electrolytes, fans. Now, there's this one thing, I don't understand why people don't do this. Like, what was it? 2 or 3 years ago, we had a really big heat wave here in Oregon, and people died from heat stroke and heat exhaustion. Now, people die all the time, but you can prevent that. That could have been prevented. Now, that happens when your core body temperature cannot be regulated anymore, and it exceeds the 101 that, or whatever it is, that becomes deadly, and your brain fries. You're just cooking. You're literally cooking on the inside. So what you do is you take either a wash basin, a bucket, the bathtub, fucking the toilet, whatever. Put your feet in tap water. So just run your tap, fill up a bucket, right, or the bathtub, whatever, fill it with water, and submerge your feet and legs into it. Now, it doesn't sound like much, but think about this. When was the last time you went to the ocean, the creek, the river, a pool, and you put your foot in, right? And you see it in the movies, they'll dip their toe in, they're like, ah, it's cold. Yeah, well, because you've got blood flowing through your feet and legs, a lot of it. So, submerging your feet in water, doesn't have to be ice water, it just has to be, just from the cold side of the tap. Typically, depending on where you live, like here in Oregon, underground, about 6 feet, pretty much always consistently stays around 55 to 65 degrees. Sometimes it goes up to 70, year round. Wintertime, we don't have permafrost or anything, but it's circumstantial. It can get colder than that, but keeping your putting your feet in that water. Now, water is has some crazy thermodynamic properties. It can suck out heat from you, right? They did a thing with Michael Phelps when he went to China for the Olympics. He had to eat more calories than he did in the States to maintain, his physique and his level of athleticism. Because their pool was colder, right? Now, why would you have to do that? Because it's colder. What's the big deal? Well, your body has to generate heat, right? And so your body's always trying to maintain a nice, good temperature inside. And so if you don't have enough fuel, your body won't heat up, right? That makes sense? I'm not saying it in the most eloquent of ways, but so with that said, you submerge your feet in said bucket, said whatever vessel that's containing the water. That water will absorb a lot of your body heat. It'll bring your core temperature down pretty quickly. Grab one of those moist towelette cloth thingies, drape that around your shoulders on your neck, right? That's a massive blood. You got massive arteries in your neck, big ones in your legs. So that's why mist machines are a thing. Did you know that? Think about it. So I mean, to me, it's like, it seems like common sense. A lot of people will say, well, that's common sense. Well, then, yeah, it is exactly. It's very common sense, you would think, but people still die from heat stroke, heat exhaustion in their homes when all they had to do was put their feet in some freaking dang water. I mean, it sounds stupid, but so is dying from that. And most of these people were elderly. They either didn't have the wherewithal or the strength, but I know everybody can turn the bath water on, and you don't have to do anything crazy. Just get in the tub, just sit in it, you'll be fine. It's only for a couple of days. Heat waves like that only really come in for a couple of days. They don't really come in for weeks or months at a time. You're not going to be like turning into Aquaman, living in the damn, you know, the pool or the tub or a bucket of water. You're not going to turn into a fish. Is it a little bit inconvenient? Yeah, but so is dying, don't you think? Or getting brain damage from heat stroke. So just keep that in mind this summer as it gets hot. Share it with your friends. Let them know, especially the elderly, or friends that you have that are just dumb as bricks. You know, just let them know, like, hey, you don't have air conditioner. You know, we're in Section 8 housing, for example. We don't have air conditioner. You know, we're poor as dirt. And, well, I guarantee you can scrounge up enough money to go buy a bucket. They're like $4, you know? Go to Ace Hardware, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart. Grab a bucket. Or just use your bathtub. Now, if you don't have any of that and you're homeless and you're out on the street, well, you're probably not watching this. If you are, go down to your nearest creek or river and do the same thing. Just put your feet in the damn thing. Find some shade so you don't get a freaking dang killer sunburn. But yeah, there's ways around it. So we're not going to Toad's this morning. We're gonna go to Safeway to grab our burrito. They make a killer breakfast burrito, if you didn't know. So that's what we're gonna do now. And then we're gonna run into work, take our kids to school. Call it a day. It'll be a good day today. So I'm a big fat stupid dummy McDumbface. Idiot McIdiot 5000. So at Safeway this morning, I got myself you know, one of those like not a travel size, but like not a big size, like a medium size body wash. I got the 3-in-1. For when I'm at the gym. Otherwise, I have to bring my I got the big one with the pump thing at home, and I was like lugging that back and forth between my house and the gym, and it's in my backpack. And from time to time, I, you know, wouldn't be thinking about it, and I would end up squishing it, and then I'd have soap in my freaking damn backpack. So let's go we're gonna go that way this time. Traffic's light. We can do it. So so I decided to get myself the medium-sized one, so I didn't have to lug that big one back and forth all the time. And I got all ready for the gym today. I got my change of clothes, my this, my that. I forgot shorts, and all I got is jeans. And I'm like, I'm not about to go do cardio with jeans, you know? Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy. Idiot. I don't, you know, when I see old people at the gym wearing jeans and stuff, I'm like, what do you, I mean, I guess it's fine. I guess there's no rule against wearing, there's no dress code. Just don't be naked. You know what I mean? Like, I wear muscle shirts, cutoffs. Like, I wear my silkies. But, I don't know. There's just something, oh shit. Whatever. I don't know. There's just something weird about working out in jeans. It's just weird to me. So, I refuse. I won't do it. I refuse. And so, yeah. So I'm not going to the gym right now. So that's really, it threw a little, you know, little wrench in the gear. Kind of messed my morning up, but that's fine. Because I'm sore. And I haven't had, well, I took Monday off. It's Thursday for me, and so Tuesday, Wednesday. Wow, so I did 2 days. I'm sore. I'm super sore. I mean, not super sore, but sore to the point where if I were to work out most of my muscles, like the muscle groups, I would end up having either really slow progressing gains, like I'd lose some, or I just not even, I don't know what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I'm not gonna work out today. What I will do though is I'll leave early. I'll leave early from home back to work, and I'll just stop at the gym. I'll probably leave because I have to report back at 1:30. Yeah, 1:40 really. But I like to be there early, so I'll go there. I have to report back at 1:30, so I'll leave the house at 12, and that'll get me to the gym at 12:15. So then I can do my 30 to 40, maybe 45 minutes of cardio, and then take a shower, and then go back to work. And then tomorrow I have no school, so I can go in and spend a shit ton of time doing whatever I want. I'll probably go in early to the gym. Normally I go in around 10, but that's kind of too late for me, because then next thing you know, I'm not home till noon, and it just, I don't know, it just messes me up. And I prefer to work out on an empty stomach. I perform better empty. Now, a lot of people say, well, at the end of the day, you probably perform better. I probably would, because of all the, your blood is saturated with nutrition, with nutrients. So you've got your carbs and your proteins and your electrolytes and all that. And I'm not disagreeing with that. That's probably 100% accurate. But I feel better working out in the morning. Like, my body just feels better. In the afternoon, I feel like I do have energy, but I don't know, I just feel sluggish, almost like pessimistic, I guess. I don't know, lethargic. I guess it's just because for the better part of a decade I've been working out in the morning, between 4 and 6 in the morning, because that's what my job kind of allowed at the time. And so now I'm still just I'm a morning dude. I like to do my stuff in the morning. I go to bed early anyway. I go to bed super early compared to a lot of my buddies and stuff. I'm old, man. I'm 33. I know some people are like, oh, that's so old. It's old, dude. It's old. I'm middle age. If you were to go back 100 years, I'm a middle-aged guy. Ish. And I don't really want to live to be 80, 90, 100. I guess you could call that senator age. I don't feel like that's my calling, is to be an old person. I'm one of those dudes. I'm cautious. I'm not a fucking like crazy guy, but I'm also not one of those people that's like, I'm gonna make sure to take good care of my health and everything, so that way I could live to be 109 years old. Well, I don't see the point, really. I don't get that. Besides, I could get hit by a car right now. A plane could land on me. I could have a brain aneurysm at any moment. So it doesn't matter how healthy you are, how fucking well taken care of you are. You could have some freak accident and, just keel over and die. Now, I do want to take care of my heart and my cardiovascular system, and the only reason I want to do that is so I can have more fun, so I could do more, so I could last longer, if you know what I mean. A wink, a wink. that's kind of it. Also, so I could look good. You know, that's I don't know. So to me, that's my main goal, is just to have fun, and look good doing it. That's kind of just what I want to do. Some people, I've been called, not really called, but someone was like, wants to, that's pretty vain, isn't it? Isn't that basically vanity? From a certain perspective, maybe. The way I see it is, God gave us these bodies. God gave us the potential, right, to do great things with it. And why not do it? Why not utilize it? When I check myself out in the mirror, yeah, I'm being a little vain, right? I'm checking myself out. But what I'm doing is I'm comparing myself now to what I was 6-7 years ago, yesterday, right? It's every day is a grind to get better than I was yesterday. To look better, be better, feel stronger, be stronger. Just be better. Be a better version than I was yesterday. Now, I'm not a super smart dude, and some people will take that and say, well, I want to be smarter than I was yesterday. Right on, good for you. That's great. That's super great. And I think that's honorable, and I think that's a great thing to do. You should always be trying to better yourself in whatever way you like. My preferred method of bettering myself is physically. And do I have a rippling six-pack? No. You can see an ab or two through the freaking layer of pudge I got. But my goal is to look like Michelangelo, like a sculpture. Not the turtle. I already look like the turtle. But I want to look like a sculpture, you know, marble Greek sculpture from days gone by. That's my goal. So, with that said, and I'll try to maintain that as long as I can, because that's just what I like to do. That's how I relieve my stress. Some people relieve stress by reading a book. Some people relieve stress by sewing, getting better at sewing. Fishing, getting better at tying a the thing at the end of the thing for fly fishing. Baiting a hook, I don't know, whatever. Hunting, I hunt. I'm not the greatest at it, but I hunt. I think I'm a pretty good shot. But people pour their, what am I trying to say? People do what they want to do to make them feel better. And whatever works for you, no one should take that away from you. Unless it's something weird, you know what I mean? Like hobby horsing. Going around on those little toy horses you had when you were a little kid, you know, and that's kind of weird to me. But I mean, hey, if it makes you feel better, go ahead. You're gonna be made fun of a little bit, but you know, whatever. But yeah, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you happy, as long as whatever that is does not encroach on anyone else's life, well-being, sense of security, whatever, right? So just don't mess with anybody else and you're all right. So if, let's say you're a voyeur guy or gal, and what you like to do makes you feel better to decompress at the end of the day is go to a park and flash kids. Well, see, no, I don't, no, that's not okay. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by, like, not everything. But if you, maybe you have like a mirror at home and you can pretend, sure, indulge in your little fantasy, as long as you're not doing that in real life. You know, they might have apps for that. You know, you could probably find a place that'll like curtail to your fetish or hobby or whatever. Well, I don't know. If you're gonna be weird, don't be weird around other people. Okay? like, we live in an age now where you can do whatever you want. As long as you're of a certain political ideology, right? You can do whatever you want. Others can't. We can't say shit anymore. We can't do what we want to do anymore. We can't say what we want to say anymore. They can. Down with white people. White people are the worst. Down with the patriarchy. Men are the worst. We can't say women suck. Women are the worst. You can't say that. You can't say black people suck. Well, they can say white people suck, but you can't say black people suck. Fucking idiots. Anyway, I'm just calling out some hypocrisy. I hate everybody equally. I'm a half white, half Indian with Mexican in there. So I'm a torn individual, man. Like, the white part of me hates the Indian side. The Indian side hates the white people side. It's just like this conflict. But you know what we all love? Drinking. We all love alcohol. So, anyway. Enjoy the day. I'm kind of pissed off I didn't get my workout in. That'll come later with the cardio. And tomorrow we'll have all the time in the world. So, I think we're going to go eat some food. Maybe play some Fortnite with the wife. I just started playing Final Fantasy 14 though, and I'm enthralled. So I might just play that. We'll find out. Anyway, end of video.